Hi, I'm Diane, and it's my joy to be sharing hypnosis with you. This upcoming Wednesday will be class 3 of Meet and Connect with Your Higher Self through hypnosis. In order to clear a strong pathway to meet your higher self, we really did need to do a little work first. In this next class, we will be focused on taming the ego. The word ego is Latin for self or I. Your true self or your authentic self is reflected in those two words, I am. And it's this true self, not your ego, that will be connecting with your higher self. Anything describing yourself after I am, that is your ego. And ego can reside on a whole spectrum of good and bad. For example, I am a good communicator and I get my point across versus I am a bad communicator and can never say the right things. Where we run into trouble is when our ego gets too big and has too much control, authority, and power over us. And also at times when the ego becomes way too critical. The critical ego says things like, I'm not good enough, I am not worthy, I am not lovable. Your ego might even be saying, I am not capable of connecting with my higher self. Can you see now why it's so important to do this work? To quiet the ego and set it off to the side? Ego is also very good at putting blocks in front of us, keeping us stuck. And yes, most likely ego has created some blocks that are in your pathway to connecting with your higher self. So once again, this is why it's so important to clear the ego before meeting and connecting with your higher self. And this is exactly what we'll be doing in class 3. I am so excited about teaching this class, and I look forward to seeing you there.
Hi everyone, my name is Julianne. You may know me from the videos on the Honeysea Golden channel. I am teaching 2 pendulum classes called Pendulum Basics, Connection to Source. In my search for connection to my higher self, I was searching through different divination tools, but mostly the pendulum. I'm pretty impressed at the answers I can get when I ask the questions the right way. So the part 1 class that I'm teaching, which I recently launched, is a more beginner and a basic class where we talk about choosing the pendulum, the steps involved in consideration, so that when you get your pendulum, you have prepared it for the most possible success and a fun experience ahead. So the part 2 class then is a more advanced, kind of a hands-on class. And it's a class that I would prefer that you bring your pendulum with you. If you have your pendulum, bring it to class along with any divination tools, any boards or charts. And I will say that both classes, the platform has the ability for you to grab the mic, which means you can ask questions either just with audio or with audio and video. And I would encourage you to use the video because we're talking about a divination tool. And it would be very advantageous to you and to the entire class if you would share your pendulum, what it looks like, and the methods that you have learned to use to get your answers. So I know that these classes will continue at an interval that we are still determining, but I would like to close by saying I look forward to meeting you all because we all come from different places and we can share our perspective. And it will be fun. Thanks for your time.
Are you a starseed? Don't lie. Or are you just interested in ETs? Because I'm teaching a class about the different types of ETs, the different traits, how to know which ones you're connected with, and also we're going to talk a little bit about the galactic wars and the history of the ETs and how everything kind of happened to get to where we are today and how it all links to the ascension and all that. Now, if we have time in this class, we're going to go over how to actually communicate with the ETs, specifically like with your star family. I don't think we're going to have time for that, so I'll probably do a part 2 for this class, but I would love to see you there. It will be a live interactive class, so you'll be able to ask questions, and I'll probably help individual people connect with their star family during the class.
Hi everybody, it's Jamie, the Reiki coach from Endeavor World Project. Well, we got all our classes finished and we're getting ready to start all over again at Reiki Level 1. So if you want to enter, this is the time to start to get to the other classes. You have to have this one under your belt before you can move on to the different ones that we do on the distance healing and the clearing the chakras and all that good stuff. So just want to invite you to join us and start at Level 1, where we'll learn Sahiki and all the different hand positions, the cleansing, and all the stuff that goes along with Reiki Level 1. And I hope to see you there. Thanks.
Hello, this is Stephanie. I'm excited to announce a new class for the Endeavor World project, Working with Wire. I've been making jewelry quite a long time, and you will see examples of some of my work that is scrolling through the screen right now. So we will be using many tools and techniques to create findings and all sorts of pieces that can be used in jewelry. And to get the most out of this class, you will need to purchase additional materials and supplies. And I will have a list available for you to do that, and actually a video that kind of describes the items a little bit further. So I do hope you'll join me in this class. It should be a lot of fun, and together we'll make some beautiful pieces. Hope to see you there. Thank you so much.